Welcome to Let's Talk Antiques here on Thunder Radio, and I have the motley crew lined up across from me here in the studio. And what are we going to talk about today, fellas?
Well, we're going to talk about Halloween and the history of it a little bit, but then we're going to get into, a good friend of ours, Dick Langford, who's been on this show several times.
Yes,
and
sir.
One of the smartest guys I've ever seen as far as the antique type business, signs. I mean, it wasn't hardly anything you couldn't ask him he knew something about. You think that's a swap and shop phone there, a call?
Oh, it might be. Let me see. Probably somebody wanting swap and shop. Let's see who we got. Oh, somebody got it already.
Well, anyway.
They heard David.
So Mr. Langford told us, said the best time to sell your products are during the holiday. Like if you got Halloween stuff, sell it during Halloween.
Well, yeah.
Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and so forth. And he's exactly right. You can look at the difference between October, say, for Halloween stuff, and then get into like January.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when they're looking.
Well, they reduce the price just to get rid of it a lot of times. And
Well,
even
okay.
though it's something valuable.
Well, they'll raise the price.
But
during
then you get
Halloween 'cause
you
they
get
know
close
they're
to the
gonna buy it.
holiday, they know
Well,
people
it's all
are
about
gonna-
demand, right?
Yeah, capitalist system at work.
I took that advice. Last week I sold a inflatable M&M, like a 6 foot tall M&M dressed up like a vampire that I had been given years ago and used once, and it's been in my closet. And I thought, well, it's right at October. I'll put that on there, and it's sold within like 2 or 3 hours.
Did you blow it up to make sure it still held air
I
before
blew
you
it up.
sold it?
I did. I took pictures of it all around too.
Ah.
So there you go. So in my yard. So I didn't want to sell it, and
Somebody
somebody
didn't even want old
somebody
air.
found out that a mouse got in my closet and ate a hole in it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Gorilla Tape would have fixed that.
Well, yeah. Maybe I would have put that in there.
A roll.
Just threw in a roll.
No, just would have mentioned it. Yeah.
No, Gorilla Tape's expensive. You don't give them a piece, but not a whole
Exactly.
roll.
Speaking of M&Ms, they're like 5th or 6th down the line on candy.
Yeah.
Snicker bars are the right up there at the top.
Snickers bars are good. I mean,
They are, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it seems like you grab more handfuls of M&Ms though than
Yeah,
Snickers.
but nothing beats a Snickers bar and a cup of hot coffee.
Yeah, but the M&Ms melt in your mouth and not in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Well-
They quit saying that. I think somebody called them on it.
Yeah.
At some point.
Well, you used to get a little color on your hands,
There you go.
but not melted chocolate.
And I tell you something we found out, guys.
Mhm.
Harold likes chocolate-covered cherries.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And,
He likes them with rum in them, didn't he say?
Well, that's pretty good too.
he likes those German
Yeah.
chocolate-covered cherries.
That was the best candy I ever had,
Well, let me ask you something.
except for the headache I broke up with.
Well, after eating like 5 or 6 cherries, chocolate-covered cherries from Germany, do you start slurring your speech?
Well, you can't. It's hard to walk a straight line to the refrigerator.
So you couldn't pass a sobriety test.
Probably not.
And so your theory is freeze them.
Oh, of course. I get so many at Christmas time.
But you said you like to eat
just
them
to
frozen.
preserve them.
Well, they're pretty good frozen too. A lot of candy's good frozen. Well, you can buy a lot of what is it? Milky Way and
Oh, the ice cream bar versions
no,
of
the
stuff.
regular
Okay.
candy bar. You freeze them. Boy, they're good that way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places will have them in the freezer, and you can. And if you want a Milky Way, you can just get a one that's already froze.
Oh, okay.
I'm
haven't
trying to
had
think of there's 2 or 3 of them that are really good frozen. But chocolate covered cherries are good frozen.
Yeah.
Or thawed.
I remember as a kid when we went trick-or-treating, we didn't get a lot of store-bought candy. They made stuff.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you used
yeah.
to go and
Like
they'd
those.
have the homemade apples with the caramel
Yeah.
on them, and the popcorn balls
And the Rice Krispie.
and Rice Krispies.
And then people got so scared they wouldn't let
Well,
their kids have them.
no,
and I love
well,
them.
there's
I'd rather have them as
people
candy.
started putting things in them.
Lot
See,
better.
Well-
at least a lot of folks
Or they were
were.
accused of it.
But probably nationwide, there was probably a very small, extremely small.
Yes.
But with the media we have today, when something happens in California, it sounds like it happened locally.
Yeah.
And they
And that's
blow it
an
up
epi- you
so
know,
bad,
it's an
you know, they
epidemic
think
here.
it's widespread.
not that that's good that it was done even one time, but the fact is that we hear about it. We hear about things so far away, but we think it's happening in our
Do you
community.
think it's the candy company spreading lots of those rumors?
Well, that's a possibility. I never thought of that.
Yeah,
Never
it's a good
thought of that
marketing
conspiracy,
strategy.
Ronnie. That's pretty good.
That's real marketing strategy.
Now, that a conspiracy theory or what? I would say no, but I think most
But
candy
you know what
companies,
the
or all
difference-
candy companies, are very reputable. Probably.
You know what the difference is, though, Howard? When I was growing up, and we lived in a large neighborhood, but we knew our neighbors.
We knew our neighbors.
Yes.
It's not like that no more.
No, and another thing too, when we went trick or treating, we stayed in our neighborhood pretty much.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
you did.
And nowadays, people put their kids in the car and they drive to
They take
the
'em
all
everywhere.
over. You
Yeah.
know, they drive them all over town to, in certain areas. You know that seem to be where the houses are closer together. I
Yeah.
guess one thing, and
But
maybe
I think that where they have that on the square is a real good thing.
that
for
is a
kids
wonderful thing to do.
Yeah.
They have a
And
safe
they are
place for 'em
having
to go
Safe
and trick
on the
or treat.
square? Is that what they call it?
Yes.
Safe on the square?
safe on the
Yeah.
square, and they are having that again this year.
Yeah, I
That'll
heard
be
of
on,
that.
Haven of Hope sponsor that.
one of the
One of the
children's
sponsors.
advocacy.
Yeah, I
one
think
of the
Children's advocacy.
one
Yeah.
of those children's
That's
group.
it.
Yeah.
And that is a
Children's
wonderful thing. And you know the kids are getting lots of candy, and it's safe candy.
advocacy. Yes.
And it's probably
Yeah.
and it's lit, and there's no traffic. That's another thing. You know, children in costumes can't see too well for the mask,
No.
and they maybe run out in the road, and there's somebody driving
so
by.
they close traffic off on the square?
I
for
don't
that?
think there's any cars allowed on the
Okay.
square.
I don't-
I'm not. I'm pretty sure of that.
Okay.
Are you just
Tullahoma-
speaking off the cuff, or
That's off the cuff, but
Tullahoma has a similar thing, but they don't close off the streets, but they have police officers on all the corners.
Yeah.
to
That's really
cross,
good.
cross traffic. So.
that's a lot of kids. What did you say, Howard? The candy sold. What did you say percentage wise?
25%.
25%. Yeah,
of
25%.
America's
It's-
candy sales or Halloween candy.
600 million pounds.
And I guess Easter
Yeah.
would probably be
During
another
Halloween?
one. That's
During
pretty big,
Halloween.
but-
Could be. Yeah.
600 million pounds. And
How?
But it's-
90 million pounds of that is chocolate candy.
Yeah, chocolate
Out of
undoubtedly,
that 600
undoubtedly
million.
the most popular candy.
Oh, Lord, it is for me.
Yeah, if it's chocolate, you know, you can't leave it alone.
Yeah.
But you said there's a difference between German chocolate and American chocolate.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it's darker.
it's better. It's darker.
It's richer.
It's richer tasting.
Yeah.
A lot of your.
Explain to me what that means, richer taste. And I've heard that a lot. What does that mean?
It has a
I mean,
much.
it's got more sugar in it.
Yeah, probably.
Is that what it is?
I think it's actually less. The
Oh, yeah?
I did some stuff about this at one point, and in America you had milk chocolate,
Yeah.
which means it's like essentially watered down with milk is
Right.
the thing. And it used to be a bad thing. It was like milk chocolate was something you looked down on because it wasn't as pure or as full tasting because it's watered down with milk. And in America we've gotten, and it's sweeter. So America, we like our sweetness, and didn't go for the
Well-
stronger thing. The kids like it less
The dentists like you to
strong.
like it.
So
Yeah. Also, like large candy companies like Hershey
yeah,
really marketed the milk chocolate.
true.
More so.
It was
than-
cheaper to
And
make.
now, one of my favorites, believe it or not, is the semi-sweet chocolate things that you buy to put in cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the little chips.
They're
I used to
they're
eat those when
baking.
I was
Yeah,
a
those
kid.
wee little things. I could just eat those by the handful.
There you go.
And
My-
they're somewhat bitter, but they're
Yeah.
really good.
I had a
They're not
great
as sweet.
aunt who
Oh.
worked at Brock's Candy Company in Chattanooga when I was a kid.
Oh.
And whenever you go visit over at her house, there was always a huge bowl of Brock's candy. So
Well,
yeah, it was
didn't he
great.
make different kinds of candy?
Yeah.
Oh, they make
yeah,
all different
There
kinds.
was a bunch. I'm not sure. Are they still in business? I'm not even.
Brock, I think is. I think they make chocolate covered
Dude.
cherry.
I was fixing to say they were
They used
cherry
to.
people.
There was
they?
always a box of chocolate covered
Don't
cherries.
they make
over there.
hard candy? A lot of hard candy?
There was
Yes.
a lot of hard candy
Yeah,
over there.
yeah,
And those
that did-
ribbon things kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that
but-
ribbon candy.
Ribbon candy stuff. So.
And I like those ones, individually wrapped candies, cinnamons and because
Butterscotch.
butterscotch. 2 or 3 of those in your pocket really make church go by quicker.
Really?
Yeah, you slip. Nobody's looking. You stick one in your mouth.
Don't
No,
that interfere with your singing?
probably.
What is the most
Cannot tell a
popular?
lie.
What's the most popular trick or treat candy?
Oh my.
Now,
Candy
I would
corn.
say Snickers bars.
Oh, 2010's Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's.
Oh.
Oh, I love those
That's
things.
the most
Yes,
popular?
That's what it says right here.
Does it break it down after that?
It says
Or?
despite new confections such as candy, corn flavored Hershey bars, classics like Kit Kat bars, Snickers, and M&Ms are most commonly found in trick or treat bags. Then the most popular candy was the peanut butter cups.
Yeah, they make those. They make a littler one
That's what they're talking
that
about.
they put in.
is
You know,
those
big
2010
bags. You see them at the store. You know, you buy a big bag.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, the little.
Minis.
Don't they say that like, that candy corn? You know,
Mm.
didn't they say that stuff will last 100 years? I mean, well, they make a
It
bag.
will at my house.
But I mean,
Not at my
I
place.
mean,
It won't.
it don't go bad.
No, well, it's like a Twinkie.
Yeah.
What was it? Somebody had a Twinkie that was 100 years old, and they ate
Close
it.
to it, I'd say.
Something like it. No, but I probably, I don't know.
I never did like this stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Really?
yeah.
I would nibble on it as a kid, but
I get
not
a handful of
anymore.
those, you
I'm
know.
not.
But you got to have a cup of hot coffee
There you go.
with that, you know.
Okay, so
'Cause-
Brock's Candy Company is still in business,
I
so I
thought they were.
prematurely announced their death there.
Oh.
Sorry about
And
that.
just let the general public know we are talking about Halloween.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because
Well,
candy is a big deal.
right, right. Hey, you know,
You don't go trick or treating for a ham sandwich.
No. Well,
I would.
No,
No,
you never
no,
got
you
a ham sandwich. Don't you say you got one for trick or treating?
no, but you know,
Well, tell them what we used to get, Howard. When we, of course, Howard and I we're past 20.
what do you used to get?
Tell
Well,
them the kind of candies we used
a
to
lot of
get.
times I got rocks in my bag.
Huh.
You trick or treat, and they'd hold your bag out, and they'd dump a thing. You'd hang on. Charlie Brown, remember that on Charlie Brown Christmas?
Yeah.
Or
I
the
got
Halloween.
another rock.
Another
there you go.
rock. Everybody else got candy,
Yeah.
but Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we used to not get
No.
most store-bought
Oh
stuff.
no, it was
Our neighborhood broke it down.
yeah. A lot of places you'd even come up and they would have cider and stuff to drink. You know, real apple cider. You know, and you.
Not hard cider.
No,
Not hard
no.
cider.
This is for the kids, you know. But they'd give you a glass of cider, or you'd get.
Was that it's probably warm cider back then with the trick or
Probably.
treating?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it was cold outside
Yeah,
for one thing. But
But tell them
no.
what kind of stuff we used to get, Howard.
Well, we got the caramel apples, homemade caramel apples,
Right.
the Rice Krispie candies,
Yeah.
cookies, a lot of cookies, you know, in little bags maybe, or wrapped up in wax paper because we didn't have
Popcorn balls.
popcorn balls, the caramel popcorn balls. Oh my! But you know that's all pretty much gone nowadays. Because if you have something that isn't individually sealed, they won't take it a lot of times.
But that's because of the. Is that the phone ring?
I think we got a call. Let's see who we got here.
Yeah, they're gonna tell us what they got trick or treating.
You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
I have a comment.
Okay.
The most appropriate candy for Halloween is fingers.
Fingers. Ah.
Uh huh. Okay.
And that's my favorite. little butter on them, make them butterfingers, see?
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers. Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, I like Butterfingers too.
Thanks.
All right. Take
But you know-
care. Bye bye.
I do like Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
They got those in little ones too when you
Yeah.
trick or treat. Make you want to go trick. How was you? Did you get out of service? Was you still trick or treating when you got out of service?
No. No.
Yeah, that's what my kids are like going, no, I'm too old to trick or treat. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I trick or treated until I got out of high school.
I can remember
Pretty
going out
sure,
trick or
yeah.
treating in high
Well,
school.
listen at
Because
this
why
now.
not? It's free candy.
It's free candy.
And I got to dress up in a costume.
No,
so
Yeah.
why
we're
not?
talking about Halloween and adults dressing up in costumes, okay?
Yeah.
The National Retail Federation reports that 48% of U.S. adults will on purpose dress up as a pirate, a flirty waitress, or some other scary person.
Yeah, but they're not going trick or treating. I don't think. I think they're going to parties and stuff now,
They're
or
still
somebody's
dressing up.
house.
It
that
says
is having-
Halloween.
that-
Yeah.
Well, but they're having a Halloween
Yeah.
party
Okay.
at somebody's
For
house.
Halloween,
You
yeah.
know.
What is the fear of Halloween called?
Halloween phobia?
Samhainophobia.
Okay.
Samhainophobia.
Hey, and another thing they used to do around here during Halloween,
That's your phone there.
That's my phone.
Yeah, he don't want nobody calling.
No.
And another thing
He really
we
does.
do around here at Halloween, I never did it, but I remember, in the late 50s and early 60s, you could go around and actually see a wagon that had been took apart on top of barns and that kind of stuff. You remember that?
I have heard
You've
of
probably
that.
done some of that.
Well, a lot of outhouses ended up tipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Sometimes people will rent them
Oh,
when they
yeah,
got tipped.
I used to rent them to people, and kids would flip them.
Flip them.
Yeah,
But I think he's talking about the real.
I'm talking about portables. I
Yeah.
still have
Oh well,
candy.
you're a youngster. I don't remember the real.
well, he actually had that kind of business.
Oh yeah,
But they did all kind of neat stuff,
yeah,
didn't they?
yeah. I know what you used to do. You used to take a paper bag and
What'd you put in it?
Well,
And what'd you do to it?
we set it on fire, and somebody's doing ring
And
the
it had-
doorbell.
and
They
it
come
had-
up and they'd start stomping
And it
on
had
it.
what in it?
Well,
Nasty stuff.
We know. Everybody knows.
At one time we.
you would think
Now,
Howard. You would think people wouldn't fall for that
I
every
know.
Halloween.
Oh, well, every day. And
Once a bit.
How many times did you fall for it, Howard?
I never fell for it, but I afraid
Well,
I'd
you
get
know,
it
if
to
there's,
go under.
there's something on fire on your front porch,
Well, you gotta put it out,
You gotta put it out, yeah.
A paper bag on
Well,
Halloween? You know
Yeah.
that something's up.
well, I'll give you a try this year, David.
All
and
right,
see
you
if-
come
see
on
if-
over.
Now, if you give them candy, they won't do that to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a fire extinguisher. I'll just you come on.
Yeah, one time.
And I do have blinks, so I want you to come on.
Oh, okay.
You know, they say confession's good for the soul. But one time that we went out, and it was a bunch of us goofing off, and there was a house that sat down below the road, and they had a sidewalk that went down to the house.
Yeah.
And so we were up on the road. We had an old car tire.
Hey,
I know, but we rolled that down and it hit the front door. See, and of course, we thought that would be a big bang, but it hit the front door. The door popped open, the tire went in the house. Of course, we were gone. I feel so much
At least
better.
you didn't
now
knock
that-
a hole in the door.
No, but it was funny.
but you probably broke the lock.
I hope not.
It didn't have. Well, when we was growing up, most houses had screen doors.
That one did, luckily. Hey, we better take a break here and
Get
try
back on our Halloween stories.
Oh, we're having too much fun.
Yeah, well, I want you to. When we get back, I want you to keep confessing because that'll make you sleep better than that.
I'm feeling better already.
Confession's
Big
good for
weight
the soul.
lifted off me. We'll be right back, folks.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back. I feel so much better.
So now you need to keep confessing.
I'm afraid I
So
might
we-
get in trouble.
So when you knocked on that door and that little old lady that was just barely getting by, okay? I mean, she's barely getting by, Howard.
Yeah,
And she said, I don't have no candy for you, Howard. What'd you do to that little old lady?
we soaped her windows.
Don't you feel bad?
I didn't until now.
So how do you just say? My generation luckily didn't do that. We just toilet papered their
Yeah,
yards.
y'all
But
rolled their
How do
yards.
you
Oh, yeah.
soap a window without getting caught? I mean,
That's
what's
easy.
The,
Oh, you
is
just sneak
Well,
up.
they can't hear the soap on
Is
Yeah.
it just
No.
a wet
And-
bar of soap? I don't
No,
really see.
dry,
No,
dry.
soap.
Dry
No,
You
you
never
don't
done
wet
that?
it.
Well,
I don't
run.
know how it
Oh
works.
my goodness!
You ain't had no fun.
you,
But you know what?
luckily that's pretty well gone by.
Just think, Howard. That poor little old lady.
Hey,
wouldn't have been able to pay her light bill,
But-
and you soaked her window,
but look at
and
the-
her
Didn't
can
she have to-
barely get off the couch.
She
Had
had
to go
pay somebody to clean them windows
barely
because she
get off
couldn't do
the
it.
couch.
But look at
and
it
had
this
to go
way.
out there and wash her windows
but look at it this way. There was soap on the windows, hot water. She had free soap
and clean
and
windows.
a clean window.
That's the way to look at it.
You were actually
I'll
just
tell you
cleaning
what,
the windows,
but
just
what
doing
was-
half a job.
You didn't feel bad enough to go back and clean her windows.
If you had
for her.
somebody that really didn't like you, used wax candle.
Oh.
Ah,
It didn't wash off.
No, that wouldn't wash off.
he knows all about that, don't he, David?
No wonder he goes to church so much. He's still trying to get caught up.
I'm still getting caught up. Yeah.
We had a split rail fence when I was a kid,
And you took it down.
and no, it's like it would get rolled, and the people would weave it in between the rails on the split rail fence, and it was horrible.
We of course we had a daughter, and she was in high school, and our house got rolled because of, you have a girl. Seems like they pick on them for some reason or another, I guess. But anyway, if you get,
Probably helped them.
if you probably did. If you get the stuff down quick, it's not too bad. But if you wait till the dew sets on and it gets wet, you can't get
Yeah.
out of the tree.
My dad would wake us up in the morning and go, "All right, boys, go out there. One of your friends rolled the
Roll the-
yard. Go clean it up."
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, you also remember they would jack up the people's car?
just a little bit.
Yeah, just barely.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they get in.
great.
And put the block under it.
Yeah.
And so they,
Or take a.
Should we do a disclaimer right now?
You take a piece of metal or something and put a rope and tie it up underneath on the axle, and hide it under so when they take off, it starts clang 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 as it drags it down the road,
Or a couple of them would lift up their Volkswagens in the parking lot.
and turn them sideways.
You know anything about that?
David's
do
got a
that?
smile for the
Did you ever do
radio
that?
viewers.
we had a math teacher when I was in school, and she drove this little Carmenere, that little Volkswagen.
Oh, love that
Oh,
car.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we had steps going up to.
Oh no, you carried it up the
A
steps.
bunch of us got there, and we carried that little car all the way to the top of the steps.
Oh no.
How
But
many
we had
did
to
it
carry it
take?
back down.
How many did it take you to pick it up?
You know, it took several of us. But
Yeah.
street,
Well, the back end was the heavy part where
Yeah.
the engine was. Yeah.
but we carried that thing all the way to the top of the step.
But I've seen several cases like at school where somebody had drove a Volkswagen, all the cars pulled in this way. They would turn that Volkswagen so it's sitting this way with cars. And they'd have to wait till everybody got out of the way before they could leave.
Now, was that during Halloween?
That wasn't during Halloween. That was at school.
That was an anytime
David
thing,
looked guilty
wasn't
on
it?
that one too. So just
Yeah.
saying.
Hey, and you remember the water balloons?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was
You know, they'd hide up in the tree while the little kids was knocking on the door, and then they'd. Did you ever do that?
I've never did that, no.
You
no.
sure?
No, I'm sure I never did that one. I never thought about it. Oh, we're in trouble, folks. All right.
Well, you had something, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay, now enters the candy again.
Hey, we never had our disclaimer in our
Yeah, we'll get to it.
we're going to
Okay.
forget about
I
that.
think we're going to put that at the end.
Oh,
A
okay.
chocolate
This program
salesman.
is not.
Wait a minute. We got a call coming in. here.
Ah,
You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
I've got to confess so I can sleep tonight.
okay.
Come on.
We used to go buy these pumpkins when they put them on sale, half price,
Yeah.
cut them in half. We jacked somebody's car up and set their back tires, the drive tires in these pumpkins. You can't go nowhere. They got to burn through the pumpkin to get off of them.
That's a good.
That's a good one.
So have a good one.
Hey,
All right.
you know what? You think all these things we're talking about, these kids are listening? Well, they're in school.
They're in school, thank
Yeah.
goodness.
No.
Well, they'll just watch it on TV tonight.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
The candy salesman, Robert Welch, worked for the James Welch Company, invented the now familiar candy bar on a stick in 1925 and called it the Papa Sucker. So the name was changed to Sugar Daddy in 1932 to take advantage of the slang use of Sugar Daddy.
sugar daddy.
So there's your Sugar Daddy.
They're good. That's because they last a long time.
So they
you know,
stick
but-
in your teeth.
and like Philip said a little bit ago, don't
Pull out
ever
the
bite
fillings.
one because it pulls your fillings out.
All right. Yeah.
So Howard, he said to take advantage of the term, to slang term,
sugar
Sugar daddy.
What does that mean, Howard? And have you ever been one?
Well, no. No.
What is a sugar daddy, Howard?
As my understanding, that's a an older man
Takes care of you.
who is wealthy,
Uh
and he has a young female friend,
huh.
and he is her sugar daddy because he has a lot of money she can spend, something like that.
So does that mean that he was going to buy her a bunch of sugar?
Okay,
Nope,
got you one. Who was the first sugar daddy?
I don't know who.
It wasn't Howard.
It wasn't me.
The first use of the term sugar daddy didn't appear till the early 1900s. Adolf Sprinkles, heir to a sugar fortune, was affectionately referred to by his wife Alma as a sugar daddy.
Oh,
I was halfway right when I said
sort of, yeah.
He was heir to a sugar fortune,
All right.
so Alma had her a sugar
And that
daddy
was her sugar daddy?
named Adolf.
Yeah, it was her sugar daddy because he
Now,
had money. That's the secret is having money. Lots
So-
of it. And willing to spend it.
so Philip,
Yeah.
Yes.
have you ever been a sugar daddy?
No, I can't say I've ever been a sugar daddy either. Yeah.
Okay, now here's for women. How should you ask for a sugar daddy?
How should you ask?
Ideally now, this is for you women out here, here's how you do it. You should ask for an allowance that helps you achieve your sugar baby goals. If you need $6,000 a month and that's your minimum threshold, just ask for it. To be an exclusive arrangement now.
Wow.
You got a sugar daddy's got to be exclusive.
$6,000 a
Can you have
month.
2 or 3?
Well, heck, Howard, you could afford that.
Yeah,
I could.
no problem,
Well,
Howard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just sell one more
That
thing
and
on Swap and
alimony.
Shop.
You mean from the money I make here at the station?
Just sell one more thing on Swap and Shop.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got another one?
how much do sugar daddies pay for a date?
What?
What website are you on here, Ron?
I just got the questions coming up.
Well, so what?
Okay. According to Seeking Arrangement stats, the average sugar daddy is 38 and makes $250,000 annually. Now, while the average sugar baby is 25 and makes $2,800 monthly from their daddies. So, says from one, she gets $1,500 a month and sees him typically once a month, sometimes twice.
Huh. Well,
So
there,
there
you
you
are.
go.
Now, how did we get from Halloween to Sugar Daddy? Oh, I know how.
The
Candy.
candy. There's a candy
Candy.
called Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, and we know how that all started now.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, I know that you have got a few more stories about when you was trick-or-treating, and you need to tell them to us real quick.
Yeah, because we're almost time to take a break.
Yeah, so tell us one more. That way you'll feel so much better tonight.
I think I pretty well confessed everything.
Everything?
Just about things that there's some things best left alone. Luckily, we didn't have Facebook or social media when I was growing up, or I'd be in trouble like a lot of celebrities are today and politicians are today.
Well, you don't even have to have the Facebook stuff. This right here,
Well-
I'm holding up my phone.
That's
Yeah,
That is get you in more trouble.
boy, isn't that the truth?
One more here.
Won't it, Philip?
Yeah,
One
sure.
more for all you sugar babies out there. Do sugar babies pay taxes?
I would
No.
say
It's a
yeah.
gift. No.
No,
No.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
It's
You
a-
don't have to pay tax. It's a gift. So he'll have to owe the gift tax.
My senior year of high school, me and my brother were into karate, and we had bought
The Kung Fu Karate?
we had bought ninja outfits.
Karate Kid.
And I
He
had
was a Karate
an
Kid
entire
back then.
black ninja outfit with the hood and everything on it, and we were allowed to dress up back then and go to school, and I went an entire day without saying a word to anybody at the school, just going around.
Is that
to
because
all
you
my
were carrying a
classes. 'Cause I was
samurai sword?
Ninjas don't talk.
Because ninjas don't talk. They
Or the
just
samurai
sneak
sword and they
around.
were scared of you?
And I can't believe that in retrospect, you're not allowed to wear a mask to school nowadays or things like that, you know. But and I got away with it for my thing. It was just kind of weird.
That's cool as heck.
All right, we got to take a break.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Pickin' Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back, and we've been trying to talk about Halloween.
Well, we have had that.
Yeah.
That's Halloween.
Yes.
More or less.
But we were supposed to start with the history of Halloween, just
Oh.
to point out it.
Can you
since
give
we're
us just a
halfway
little
point.
bit of
It's old. It's been around a while.
Isn't it over 2,000?
Over
Yes.
2,000
Yeah,
years.
I'd say Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, or Samhain.
Samhain.
Samhain was how it's pronounced, though. But a lot of people call it Samhain. The
do?
Celt, yeah.
I did a while ago.
The Celts who lived 2,000 years ago in the area that's now Ireland in the UK celebrated their new year on November 1st. The day marked the end of summer and the harvest and beginning of the dark, cold winter, and that time was associated with death. The Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to the earth, and to ward them off from damaging their crops and things like that for the future, they would make bonfires and scary things like that to scare off the ghosts or whatnot. And let's see, the evening before was known as All Hallowed Eve, and later Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved into the day of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating sweets.
Yeah, and I think Americans are the ones that really commercialized Halloween. You know, we're kind of good at that.
Didn't we
Yeah.
commercialize everything?
Pretty well.
Pretty much. If there's a dollar in
Christmas,
it.
Thanksgiving, Halloween.
We're pretty good at doing that,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what's interesting? When I looked at an article up similar to that, it said that on one of the popes
Boniface?
made All
fifth, the
Saints
fourth.
All Saints Day the 1st.
Right, yeah.
And then on the 2nd is something called All Souls Day, SOULS, All Souls Day. Isn't that strange how you got Halloween, which is the ghost and the goblins, and then you get the next one is Saints Day, and then All Souls.
My birthday's All Souls Day.
Yeah. So I don't know what's the significance. I think maybe the Pope
day
did that
to-
to kind of attack the pagan worship.
All Souls
Is he
was
so?
to honor the dead.
Yeah. But the good ones.
Yeah, that's where the church is making an attempt to replace the Festival of the Dead
Yeah.
with a church-sanctioned
With a
holiday.
with a church thing.
Yes.
And at one time, you know, there was a lot of people in Christianity that would not practice Halloween
Well,
at all
most-
because it was
Most of our Christian days and celebrations or stuff are based on pagan holidays.
yeah.
Ceremonies.
Young women used to believe that on Halloween they could divine the name or appearance of their future husband by doing tricks with yarn, apple parings, or mirrors.
Oh, really?
or the mirrors.
Yeah.
Just like magicians, they do it with mirrors.
Yeah.
What was it? So in the second half of the 19th century, America was flooded with new immigrants, particularly the Irish fleeing the potato famine,
Famine.
and they brought a lot of the celebration of Halloween with them.
Right, because that's
and
where
help bring
it originated in their area, their country.
Yeah. By the 1920s and 30s, Halloween had more community-centered holiday with parades and town-wide Halloween parties as a featured entertainment.
Huh. Okay.
Despite the best efforts in many schools and communities, vandalism began to plague some celebrations in many communities. during this
Yeah.
time. And
Well,
that was
yeah.
even before you were around, Dave.
Well, what about Howard?
And Howard, for that matter.
I'm not that much older than you.
You're
by,
not.
By the 1950s, town leaders
Couple
had
weeks.
successfully limited vandalism, and Halloween had evolved into a Halloween directed mainly, or a holiday directed mainly at the young,
Yeah.
due to the high number of children born during the 50s baby boom. So,
But today, it seems like, as pointed out a little bit
Yeah.
ago, a lot of adults have kind of come back into, the costumes, the parties, the special get-togethers,
Yeah.
where they're not out trick-or-treating necessarily, as adults, I mean, but
Yeah.
they are a lot more activities involving masquerade-type parties over the holidays.
So, Ronnie, Google it real quick and see where does the Halloween parties rank far as the yearly, like Christmas parties, Halloween, Thanksgiving
Yeah,
parties.
usually there's a place up in
Where does it
Nashville
rank?
that advertises on television a lot, costumes.
a haunted house or a
No, the
costume
costume
place.
place.
Yeah, I
I've seen them
remember that, yeah.
advertise. They, of course, I'm sure they must rent costumes for other events,
Hmm.
but usually they run a couple of costume or ads on TV, which obviously it must be a pretty good business for them because the TV ads are expensive.
Yeah. Well, you think about this. Look at all the shows and movies that Halloween costumes
Oh my,
come from.
yeah.
Like
How about the
Frankenstein.
movie Halloween?
Yeah.
What like Frankenstein? I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's still a big seller.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know why don't you find out real quick what the number one costume is?
Hang on.
dish.
a sec.
Oh.
I've got something else
Oh,
real
okay.
quick first here. I have candy corn's origin.
Oh yeah.
In the 1880s, it said that it is oral histories identify the inventor of candy corn as George Renninger, an employee of the Wonderly Candy Company in Philadelphia. That was the first company to sell multicolored treats made of sugar and corn syrup,
Yep.
according to the National Confectioners Association.
Yeah.
So-
You gotta
Yeah, they're just pure sugar.
take into the
Because
source.
corn syrup is sugar,
But it was the Golitz Candy Company, now the Jelly Belly Candy Company, that
Jelly.
really popularized it in 1898. They picked up the recipe and started marketing the kernels as a candy called chicken feed.
Chicken feed. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. I like
This
that.
is before World War I, and
Yeah.
most Americans didn't really think of corn as people food.
No.
Well, that's an odd thought to me.
No, interesting thought. I remember reading something a few years ago about something that happened even further back. Some people had some friends from France in their house, and
Yeah.
they had corn on the cob, and the French visitors were insulted because corn was something you gave to hogs. People didn't eat it.
Really?
That's been several years ago. They may have. I'm sure it's changed now, but they did not. They thought the corn on the cob, that they almost took it as an insult that they would put hog food on the table for them to eat. And yet, corn on the cob is really good,
Yeah.
and we eat a lot of it in this country. But it's different cultures, different.
Yeah, but I always remember when Mama made that fried corn.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh, that was some good stuff.
that was good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well,
Yes.
Ronnie, holidays.
I've got the
Okay.
Halloween costumes.
Oh yeah.
Things
All right.
when you
Memorial Day, Father's Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, then Halloween.
Where's Christmas come
No,
in?
it's last.
Oh, God.
okay. All
Well,
right.
now that's just one
Yeah, okay.
list.
We got the number 10 costume for 2019 this year is a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Number 9 is dressing up as a 1980s. So it's a girl with tights and the leg warmers
Yeah.
and the arm
Yeah.
warmer
Oh,
things and
okay.
stuff like that.
Kind of
Number 8 is Chucky, who was
Oh.
the killer doll thing.
Yeah, the killer doll. Yeah.
So you can get full-size costumes of that, by the way. Number 7 is Fortnite, which is a video game that's super popular.
Yeah.
Number 6 is a clown.
That's hard to believe.
Well, then now this is not a scary clown. This is just a regular
Just a
clown.
regular clown.
Okay.
Bozo, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he don't even have clown makeup on his face.
Yeah, true. Well, I'm sure you could put some clown makeup, or a little bit.
What?
Number 5 is The Descendants, which is a Disney show. It's like the descendants, the children of the regular Disney princesses.
Oh,
Okay.
And the witches too, kind of
Oh.
thing. So. Number 5 is the dinosaur. You know those inflatable dinosaur costumes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've really wanted to buy one of those and go to Bonnaroo. But
We'll get you one.
That's a
They're all-
T-Rex, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, they're only $50, but it's really hot.
yeah.
Number 3 is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can imagine that.
Number 2 is a witch. Just your classic.
Still popular
There you
after
go.
all these
Still
years.
popular.
There. And number 1 is It, which is the scary clown.
Oh,
That's
well,
the-
when you
the
said it,
scary-
I thought maybe it was from, what was one of the Munsters?
Addams
or-
Family?
Addams Family.
No,
It.
no,
Remember
no.
the hairy guy?
Yes, Cousin Ed.
Cousin It would be
It.
great, but I don't think it's that high up on the list.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
no, so number 1 is the scary clown.
Oh, the scary clown.
Well, do the most popular mask, the top 10 mask, because a lot of them usually is like Trump.
Well, yeah. Lately, some of the political
Yeah.
persons have been real high on the mask.
Well, here they
you
come,
got-
the 28 best, huh?
Oh my!
We'll get on here.
I would say.
Sorry, I got face masks. I got a makeup thing that came up.
Oh.
Hang on just a second. Let's take a break and let him pull that up.
Yeah. While you're doing that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Pickin' Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back with, kind of talking about Halloween.
There we go. Oh, it's all Halloween.
Yeah,
It
well,
is Halloween.
Hey, Ronnie, what's
Yeah.
all those masks? Roll back up there.
Oh,
Keep going. There was a bunch like president and... Keep going. You did it so fast that it went by.
well, I mean, we're evolving.
Well, anyway, while he's doing that, Philip,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I've got the best rated Halloween mask of this year is the Star Wars Roaring Chewbacca mask, which was on I remember it was on a viral YouTube video.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some little kid.
That was that one. I think it was a lady.
Oh, lady. Okay.
Yeah. And then the best rated, least expensive Halloween mask is the Jason mask, which is the hockey.
mask?
The hockey, yeah, the
Hockey goalie mask.
Goalie
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
What was that? Chainsaw?
Yeah.
That's a Chainsaw Murders.
Jason.
Jason was
Jason
Jason
Voorhees.
Halloween or what? What movie was he in?
Jason.
Was it
Friday
just-
the 13th.
Oh,
There you
Friday-
go.
that's it,
There you go.
Friday the
There you go.
13th.
Okay, all right. We'll get it out, but eventually. The best Halloween masquerade mask is the women's laser cut metal Venetian party masquerade mask, which just looks like one of those old
Got the
old-timey
stick that
things.
holds it
Yeah,
up.
the stick to
Yeah.
hold it up kind of
Oh, yeah, they hold up in
The
front of their-
Victorian.
Yeah.
best masquerade mask. Another one is it's a cat mask, basically of that kind of Venetian style one. Best creepy mask is a pumpkin head mask, which is pretty creepy, creepy looking, no doubt. Yeah. And then you have the Halloween, the unicorn Halloween mask, Creepy Party unicorn mask. So it's like a horse head with a unicorn that's a big latex thing.
Wow.
Pretty crazy looking. And then they have a poodle mask, which kind of looks like a Victorian, outfit, with the hair
Yeah.
kind of deal, but it's a poodle face.
You know that movie where they had the guys with the dog's heads? What was it? One of them was like blue and white. You know that movie?
Vaguely, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I just vaguely remember it too, but I remember the dog heads.
Speaking of dog head,
We it's next is a Creepy Party German Shepherd mask. And it's a German Shepherd with his tongue hanging out.
No,
The
they're
mask.
latex masks.
Yeah, $16
Wow.
is at Amazon.
You
That's
ever
not
wear
bad.
one of those very long?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
boy,
unfortunately, yeah.
you just
Oh,
your
yeah.
face gets soaking wet
Oh,
in there
completely, yeah.
because you can't breathe. Your pores, and it is terrible after a while.
Here's the Creepy Party brown horse mask,
Huh?
head thing, which I've seen at Bonneret before. That
Oh,
was,
really?
That was pretty hilarious, yeah. Then there's a cow head mask that's,
Looks like a
the
Jersey
same
cow.
thing.
That's a Jersey.
masked
Jersey.
Jersey cow, yeah.
Milky.
Oh, boy.
And then
Oh.
California Costumes Men's Night Fiend mask. It's a creepy werewolf with its mouth open snarling. That's only $30. And then at the top of the list, once again, is the snake tongue evil clown. That's from It, the movie. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
So-
when they went to those latex masks, some of those get really creepy and realistic looking.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
Howard, clowns went from when we was kids that people just loved clowns.
Now we're afraid
And they were
of them.
so good.
Now the
They were
kids
so
are
nice
scared of
and they
them.
was funny.
Yeah,
And now they're killers.
yeah.
Oh well.
Look at the killer clown movie.
All right, Ronnie,
You
and
know,
he's
from
got
outer space.
a few things looked up.
Okay,
You'd like to
here's
make that a quick one.
the most popular Halloween costumes over the past 150 years. The fascinating story behind how the trends have changed. Now we're just going to hit the headlines because we've only got 8 minutes. So, from the 1870s to the 1890s, people mostly made their own witch and ghost costumes. Okay, you remember that?
He
Okay.
does?
I remember that. 1890s.
Yeah.
Okay, Victorian America was also fascinated by the Far East. So they had, Chinese and Japanese and stuff.
The fans
Oriental.
and stuff like that.
Egyptian princesses and things like that. Okay, then mass-produced paper costumes and buckram masks hit stores between the 1900s and the 1920s. Okay. Disposable paper costumes made way for boxed character costumes in the 1930s and 40s. And then it tells what some of them where they were there. Then television defined popular culture in the 50s, and Halloween costumes followed suit. So you have all Walt Disney characters there. And would you have like Buck Rogers and Roy Rogers and Gene
yeah.
Autry's and
You always had to
Tinkerbell.
have
You always
Yeah.
had cowboys. Yeah.
Then the television trend continued into the 60s. Okay. Now you can look at the movies and look at the costumes, and they overlap a lot. From the costumes of the 70s, like the Star Wars and stuff. E.T. dominated the 80s.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be E.T. Costumes took a gory, dark turn in the 80s with the Halloween movies. John Carpenter's Halloween in 78. Then costumes of brand name products were big in the 90s.
Like a McDonald's French fry.
That's a McDonald's.
Dressed up as a box of French fries.
Kid dressed up as a box of fries.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I like that.
Then in the 2000s, political
Yeah, I
scandals reigned supreme. Oh, and you remember they had the Nixon masks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a
Remember
lot of
the
Nixon
Nixon
masks.
stuff?
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed to me that last year or year before there was Trump. There was a mask for President Trump. I believe.
Sure.
I'm
You
sure.
know.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee
And
you.
I
Yeah.
think President Obama. I think
Yeah,
it was
I'd
a
say
mask
most
for him.
presidents probably
Yeah,
have one,
over the last 3 years or so.
Then in the in the 2000s, sexy versions of costumes became prevalent and remained a staple of Halloween parties today.
That was a sexy Ernie from Sesame Street, by the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
example.
Oh,
Then concerns about cultural appropriation
oh yeah.
in Halloween costumes have become mainstream in the last 5 years. So the sexy came like the feet are like we got like a chic, you know, with I don't know what you call it.
Turban.
Yeah,
There you go.
turban.
Yeah.
Now this year they predict costumes inspired by breakout TV shows will be a big hit. In season 3 of Stranger Things, I see there.
Yeah.
I would think zombies might be pretty
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah, because of
The movie, you know, all the Walking Dead and all those
Said
things.
Halloween trends follow cultural trends.
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
there you go.
You know, I can remember too. We was talking about back in the day, which is totally incorrect today. But I can remember blackface. You'd get the stuff put on
Really?
your face to black your face out.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, it would be exaggerated.
I
'cause it's-
dressed up as Kiss character, so that's as close as I came to that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you couldn't do that. Would not be acceptable today, and probably rightfully so.
yeah.
But still, how cultural changes have come about.
All right, let me hit a couple of eBay things here so that you can pull stuff out of your closet and put on here.
Oh yeah,
So the highest price thing recently was an 18-inch German witch candy container. It says it's museum quality, which I guess means it was in good shape. 35 bids, $10,207.
Hang on just a
wow.
second.
Let's
Okay.
see, we got a call here, maybe. You're on Let's Talk Antiques. Hello. I'm sorry. Call
No,
back
you're lost.
later.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Phil.
Okay, we got another one is a huge Beastal German devil bat, die cut, very rare Halloween. It looks like it's as big as a door. I think it's, or was wide, a little wider than a door frame.
Ooh.
And it's kind of like a bat version of a cherub or something like that. 29 bids, $5,851.
Wow.
Wow.
Good grief.
Small vintage Halloween jack-o'-lantern candy basket
Yeah.
deal. 32 bids, $5,600.
See, Halloween is popular.
Ah, I guess so.
Antique folk art metal Halloween jack-o'-lantern with original bottom. This is like a lantern, like a Chinese lantern
Yeah.
thing where you put a candle in it.
Uh-huh.
It says it's from 1902. They wanted $5,500, and they got more than $5,300 off for it.
Wow.
Here, let's see. Where's something? Let's see. We've got a lot of Halloween
About
jewelry.
We
All
got
right,
1 minute.
Here's a licensed Batman Dark Knight adult men Halloween costume. So this is a Batman costume would be the highest
A
price.
good one.
$3,569. The buy it now price on
Wow.
Would you buy that, Howard?
No.
that. Here's a
Afraid not.
Mike Myers mask from the Halloween things, 2018, and this is touched up by this artist who buys the masks and touches them up. $3,300 was to buy it now on that.
So there's some expensive Halloween items out there.
There are. There are.
If you got some old stuff up in the attic from maybe your way back in time, it might be worth a little money.
Absolutely, yeah. Those
Check it out.
old things, the cardboard things with the joints and the hinges
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. You can get some money for those too.
Well,
Not
check-
thousands, but you can get them.
Oh yeah, maybe hundreds. We're going to have to go. We're out of time.
Well, all right.
You sure?
Yeah, it keeps changing. We'll be back next week, hopefully, if they allow us, with more swap and jump. I did it,
No,
didn't I?
swap and jump.
Oh no, Let's Talk Antiques. We'll be back next week, same time, same bat station. Bye bye.